We all knew Mike was arrogant. We all knew he walked into Bill Hamilton's office with that smug, punchable look on his face, acting like he already won the lawsuit. But guys, I did not fully grasp the absolute unhinged level of psychological warfare this man was about to unleash. Mike is not just trying to win a legal battle against his former boss. He is trying to utterly destroy Bill Hamilton. He wants to wipe him off the map. And the way he is doing it, it is pure evil genius. I hate to admit it because Mike is so sleazy, but my jaw is on the floor. Let's talk about the lawsuit involving Madison first. Bill thought he was untouchable. He thought he was the puppet master of Fairmont Crest, the king of the courtroom who could swat Mike away like a pesky fly. But Mike is literally taking Bill's own dirty, underhanded playbook and shoving it right back in his face. It is poetic justice, honestly. Remember when Mike threatened to go to the insurance company to confirm the extent of the injuries regarding Hazel Harcourt's child? We all thought it was just a bluff, a scare tactic to get Bill to settle. Nope. Mike doesn't just make empty threats anymore. He actually made the move. He took that first massive step in his revenge plan and went straight for the jugular. Mike is using every single dirty trick he learned while working under Bill, and he is executing them flawlessly. Bill is losing control of the narrative, and you can see the panic starting to set in. But guys, the legal maneuvering is just the appetizer. The main course is so much darker, and I am still trying to process it. Somehow, some way, Mike Davis found out about Bill's ultimate betrayal. He knows about Doug McBride. Yes, I am screaming. Mike figured out that Bill sold Doug out and sided with Joey Armstrong, which directly led to Doug's death. How on earth did Mike get this information? Did he dig through Bill's old files? Did someone in Joey's camp slip up? Or is Mike just that good of a shark? Whatever the case, Mike has weaponized this secret, and he is using Doug's ghost to haunt Bill's every waking moment. Think about Bill's mental and physical state right now. The man is already a walking disaster. His hands are shaking, he is sweating, he looks haunted. We know it's because Haley is secretly poisoning him with that special juice to get her hands on his $10 million life insurance policy. But Bill doesn't know that. Bill just thinks the stress is getting to him. And now, Mike is turning the screws, constantly bringing up Doug, dropping little hints, twisting the knife. Bill is losing his mind. He is physically deteriorating from the poison and mentally deteriorating from Mike's psychological torture. It is a spectacular downfall, and I can't look away. And then comes the final fatal blow, the masterstroke of Mike's revenge. I am literally getting chills just thinking about it. Mike decides that breaking Bill in the courtroom isn't enough. He wants to break his heart, his mind, and his spirit. So who does Mike recruit? Deanna McBride, Doug's grieving, bitter, angry daughter. Oh my God. Deanna is already in such a vulnerable place. She is estranged from her mother, Vanessa, because of Joey. She is being targeted and manipulated by Randy Parker on Joey's orders. She is a walking raw nerve of grief and resentment. And Mike Davis swoops in like a vulture. He sits Deanna down and feeds her the ultimate poison. He convinces her with absolute certainty that Bill Hamilton is the man directly responsible for her father's death. Mike promises her justice. He promises her revenge. And Deanna, blinded by her pain and hatred, buys it completely. She becomes the perfect, tragic pawn in Mike's sick game. I want to hug Deanna and shake her at the same time. Girl, you are being used. But she can't see it. She just wants someone to pay for losing Doug. So Mike orchestrates the most dramatic soap opera showdown of the century. He sets up a direct confrontation between Deanna and Bill, and he chooses Garland Memorial Hospital as the stage. Why the hospital? Maybe because of the Madison connection, or maybe just because Mike knows the fluorescent lights and clinical atmosphere will make Bill feel trapped. Imagine the scene, guys. Just close your eyes and picture it. Bill is walking down the hospital corridor. He's already weak. His heart is pounding. The poison in his veins making him dizzy. He turns a corner, and there she is, Deanna McBride. But Bill doesn't just see Deanna. In that split second, with his mind completely frayed by guilt, poison, and Mike's mind games, Bill sees Doug. Deanna is the spitting image of her father in that moment. The anger in her eyes, the set of her jaw, it is Doug. Deanna steps up to him, tears in her eyes, voice shaking with pure, unadulterated rage, and she unleashes on him. She accuses him of murder. She screams at him for betraying her father. She tells him that his blood money and his lies are the reason she is an orphan. And Bill completely shatters. I mean, the man just breaks. You have to understand the medical perfection of this moment. Bill's body is already failing because Haley has been slowly killing him. His nervous system is shot. When Deanna confronts him, the sheer psychological shock triggers a massive physiological response. His heart rate skyrockets. He started gasping for air. Frank, the guilt, the terror, the ghost of Doug staring him right in the face. It is too much. Bill clutches his chest. His eyes roll back, and he collapses right there on the cold, hard floor of Garland Memorial. He passes out cold. I jumped off my couch when I read this. It is the most epic takedown ever. But wait, because if you thought that was the end of it, you don't know Mike Davis. Mike doesn't just want Bill to suffer. He wants his empire. While Bill is lying there unconscious, being rushed onto a stretcher by the hospital staff, Mike executes the final phase of his plan. Mike uses this massive public medical emergency to declare Bill legally and mentally incapacitated. Yes, you heard me. Mike swoops in with his legal jargon, claiming that Bill's sudden collapse and obvious mental breakdown prove he is no longer fit to manage his own affairs or his law firm. Mike uses the very laws Bill taught him to seize absolute control of Bill's most important assets. He takes the firm, he takes the accounts, he takes the power. It is a complete hostile takeover orchestrated in the middle of a hospital hallway. I am losing my mind. And can we please talk about Haley and Danny's reactions? Because this is the cherry on top of this chaotic Sunday. Haley Hamilton must be absolutely fuming. I am laughing so hard just picturing her face. Think about it. Haley has been plotting for months. She has been carefully, meticulously slipping poison into Bill's drinks, playing the loving, loyal wife, defending him against Mike in the office. Also, she could be the grieving widow who inherits $10 million. She did all the dirty work. And right before she can cross the finish line, Mike Davis swoops in, triggers a heart attack, and legally steals the assets out from under her. Haley's entire murder plot just got hijacked by a sleazy lawyer. She is going to lose her absolute mind. She has no power now because Mike holds the legal keys to the kingdom. What is she going to do? Sue Mike? Poison him too? I cannot wait to see Haley's villainous meltdown. And then there is Danny. Poor conflicted Danny. She is standing there completely stunned. She just hooked up with Bill in that elevator during the tornado. She has been drowning in guilt, threatening him to keep quiet, worrying about Andre finding out. And now, her ex-husband, the man she just betrayed her current husband with, is lying in a hospital bed, stripped of his power, his wealth, and his dignity. Danny has to be looking at this and thinking, karma's real, and it works fast. But she also has to be terrified. If Mike has control of Bill's life, what else does he know? Does Mike know about the elevator hookup? Could Mike use that against Danny? The ripple effects of this are going to destroy everyone. I am just in awe of the writers right now. They took Mike Davis, a character who was just a slimy junior partner, and turned him into the ultimate mastermind. He didn't just beat Bill in court. He used Bill's past. He used Doug's tragic death. He used Deanna's broken heart. And he used Bill's failing health to orchestrate a flawless coup. But guys, what happens next? Is Bill going to wake up? And if he does, what can he even do? He has no money, no firm, and his body is failing. Will he realize Haley poisoned him, or will he blame it all on the panic attack? And Deanna, oh my gosh, when Deanna realizes Mike just used her grief as a stepping stone to steal a law firm, she is going to snap. She is already surrounded by manipulative men, Joey, Randy, and now Mike. When she wakes up and smells the coffee, she might just become the most dangerous woman in Fairmont Crest. And Joey Armstrong, Joey's not going to like this. Mike poking around the Doug McBride situation is a direct threat to Joey's secrets. Joey killed Doug. If Mike is throwing Doug's name around to trigger Bill, Joey is going to notice. Are we going to see a Mike Davis versus Joey Armstrong war? A sleazy lawyer against a casino crime boss? Sign me up. I need to know what you guys think. Drop your comments right now. Did Mike go too far using Deanna? Is Haley going to try and kill Mike next? Will Bill survive this? I am counting down the seconds until the next episode. This show is taking over my life, and I am here for it.